The call to a new future. Arman sat on the edge of his tiny bed in a dimly lit room, staring at the only pair of dress shoes he owned. They were old but polished to perfection. Today was the day he had been waiting for, a job interview at one of the biggest firms in the city. A chance to lift himself and his ailing mother out of poverty. He took a deep breath, buttoned his worn-out blazer, and stepped outside. The air was crisp, and the streets were busy with people rushing to work. He clutched the few bills in his pocket, just enough for bus fare, and walked toward the bus stop, rehearsing his answers in his mind. Then he heard it. A scream. A child's desperate cry. Arman turned his head toward the sound. Across the street, a small boy, no older than 5, was standing frozen in the middle of the road as a car came speeding toward him. Without thinking, Arman ran. The screech of tires filled the air. Gasps from onlookers. In the final second, Arman grabbed the boy, shielding him as they tumbled onto the sidewalk. The car swerved and crashed into a lamppost. Silence. Then the boy sobbed into his chest. "Are you okay, little one?" Arman asked, his voice shaking. The boy's mother, panic-stricken, ran to them. She dropped to her knees, embracing her child, tears streaming down her face. "You saved him. Oh my God, you saved my baby," she cried. Arman smiled, relief flooding through him. But as he glanced at his watch, his heart sank. His interview had already started. There was no way he'd make it in time. The mother saw his expression change. "Are you okay?" she asked. He forced a smile. I had an important interview. But it's fine. Your son's life is more important." She looked at him, her expression shifting from gratitude to deep concern. "Where was your interview?" Arman told her, but it didn't matter now. He had missed it. His only chance at securing a stable future was gone. He sighed, patted the boy's head, and turned to leave. "Wait." The woman called after him. "Please, let me help. At least tell me your name." "Arman Malik," he replied, not expecting anything. An unexpected turn that evening, Arman walked home with a heavy heart. He had nothing left but a growing sense of doubt. Had he made the right decision? He thought of his mother, her frail hands, her hopeful smile whenever he spoke of getting a job. As he stepped inside, she immediately noticed his expression. "How was the interview, Beta?" she asked gently. He hesitated, then forced a small smile. "I helped someone today, Ma. Maybe that was more important." She cupped his face. "Kindness is never wasted, my son." The next morning, as Arman prepared to go out and search for another job, his phone rang. A number he didn't recognize. "Hello. Is this Arman Malik?" "Yes. This is Mr. Anderson, the CEO of Anderson and Company." Arman's heart nearly stopped. The CEO of the company where he had missed his interview. "I heard about what you did yesterday," Mr. Anderson continued. "I'd like you to come in for a meeting." Confused, Arman stammered, "But, how did you?" The CEO chuckled. "Let's just say someone very important told me." The power of one decision. When Arman arrived at the office, he was led straight to the CEO's office. Sitting beside Mr. Anderson was the woman from yesterday, the mother of the child he had saved. Arman's eyes widened. "You." She smiled warmly. "I never told you my name, did I? I'm Sarah Anderson. This is my father." Arman turned to Mr. Anderson, stunned. "My daughter told me everything," Mr. Anderson said. "And after hearing about your selflessness, I knew you were exactly the kind of person we need at our company. Integrity, courage, and compassion, those matter more to me than a perfect resume." Arman could hardly believe what he was hearing. "You don't need an interview," Mr. Anderson continued. "The job is yours if you want it." Tears welled in Arman's eyes. For the first time in a long while, he felt like the universe had repaid his kindness. As he walked out of the building that day, a signed job contract in his hands, he looked up at the sky and whispered, "Thank you."